Welcome to Guy in a Cube. Today's Thursday, and we're going to take a look at the things that I found interesting in the last week. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Adam Saxton, and let's get started. First up on the list today is UserVoice. We have a content pack for UserVoice in Power BI now. So we actually use UserVoice with Power BI. If you go to support.powerbi.com and submit feedback there, that actually feeds into UserVoice. So we actually use this on our side. So take a look at that if you're using UserVoice to gain insights from your data. Number 2 on our list, Microsoft is joining the R Consortium. So we've had a lot of news lately from Microsoft about R and what we're doing with R. We've announced already that it's going to be with SQL 16, and there's just a lot of things going on in that industry. So if you're into the R language for statistical analytics, keep your eye on that because we're going to be a part of that story. Number 3 on the list, I talked 2 or 3 weeks ago about Chris Webb had talked about actually using Power Query to generate a date table within your model. And this week, I'm going to talk about, he posted a blog on how to actually generate a date table within Excel 16. So there's a new feature now within Power Pivot where it'll actually create the date table for you. This is awesome. I know I've had a couple conversations with folks at work here where they're trying to do some stuff and they're like, how do I do this with dates? I'm like, well, you got to have a date table. So I think I've had that conversation 3 or 4 times this week. So this would allow them to use this more easily instead of actually having to go figure out how to do it. Number 4 on the list. So we have an announcement date for Visual Studio 2015. It's going to be July 20th. So we've got Visual Studio on July 20th. We got Windows 10 on July 29th. So July is going to be a busy month. And last on our list, number 5, this is going to be a walkthrough. This was an overview video of Power BI in general. Michael Tejedor from our marketing team went through and did this on Office Mechanics. But the part I want to highlight out of this is the actual push APIs for Power BI and how you can use those to push data into a live dashboard. In the description below, I'll have a link to the video, and it'll start at the 11-minute mark. But the whole video is great to look at, too, if you want to go look at an overview of Power BI. Okay, those were my top 5 for this last week. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about those items, and also let me know if there's anything that you thought was interesting that I didn't list. If this is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe. Every Thursday, I'm going to do an information roundup just like this, where I'll just talk about those things that are interesting that I saw. And then every Tuesday, I'm going to do a technical walkthrough of items where these could be coming from customer cases. They could be things that I found. And so I just want to share that out with the community. And really, this is all about you. I want to get as much as we have from the support side out to the community at large and to you to help you do your job better. So go ahead and subscribe and be part of the conversation.